Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about being a tree empath. Now, what are the 7 signs that you could be a tree empath? First of all, let's cover who is an empath. An empath is a person who could be sensitive or highly sensitive but has a mirror neuron system that mirrors the other person's nervous system. So, for example, if I am feeling extremely happy because, say, I passed a test, and say your friend has failed the same test, and chances are if you come to know about it, you might feel as though you have failed that test as well, even though you must be really happy. So empaths work that way. They have, I wouldn't say a problem, but the challenge to be an empath is that it is sometimes difficult to differentiate our problems from another person's problems. So it's important to remember that empaths are deep feelers, deep thinkers. They're highly compassionate and highly empathetic. They have a lot of gifts like being psychic, being extremely nurturing, having gifts that are artistic, creative, scientific even. But if empaths don't know how to set boundaries, they can end up making other people's problems their own, right? So that's about empaths. Now, who are tree empaths? We've spoken about empaths, but who are tree empaths? Tree empaths are people who are naturally inclined and aligned with nature in a way. Just nature lovers also might not be. So tree empaths are people who feel the emotions, energies of trees. And yes, trees do emote, not in the way humans do, but they do have energy. And empaths, tree empaths can feel the energy of trees, plants, and also can respond, communicate with trees and plants, and they can also feel their emotions, their pain. So if there is a tree or a plant that is in pain, tree empaths can feel that. Or if there's a tree or a plant that says hi to them out of the blue, tree empaths can feel that. So if you are a nature lover and you've walked in, say, a forest, or even in your garden, if you have many plants and you suddenly feel as though you deeply, intimately connect with plants, as though they are your friends, or they are your family members, even your guardians, and beings that look after you, well, know that you are not wrong, because tree empaths connect with trees and plants and nature just like human beings, and more so because trees and the nature have secrets, have wisdom, have sort of teachings for humans that humans probably can't teach us. Not because they can't, but it's because trees and nature experience life differently. They look at life differently. They have perspectives that human beings won't. So it's important to remember that if you are a tree empath, you must capitalize on that, not just for yourself, but also if you could make it your career, like I channel tree Reiki energy, and I also have tree guardians, and I connect other people with their tree guardians. So make sure that you really utilize this gift, because it's important to include nature in our day-to-day life. And I don't mean just in our food or in our healing modalities, but also in communication and in sort of play, in learning, in companionship, in friendship, and your hobbies even. Like I play music to my tree guardian, Berkey, who is a huge neem tree plant. So you could also include your trees, friends, tree guardians in everything that you do. Now, what are some signs to recognize whether or not you are a tree empath? Sign number 1. Tree empaths are often called by nature. They feel this deep sense of, although somebody's calling them, like nature is calling them, hey, hi, come in the wilderness, say hi to us, play with the trees, play with the leaves, play with the barks and the roots. And if you're somebody who just sort of is mesmerized by different parts of plants and trees, you're not alone. I have sort of been fascinated with even mushrooms and shrubs and broken twigs. And that is nature calling you closer to it, right? So that's one sign. Sign number 2, you might be connected with your tree guardian. And yes, we all have tree guardians, almost all of us, unless we're absolutely disconnected with our spiritual self or intuitive self. But otherwise, we all have tree guardians, and they are our protectors, our sort of companions, our guides, our teachers, and our friends. And you might often hear their guidance through intuition or your psychic gifts or your emotions, even. So that's another sign. Sign number 3, you might feel like you need more nature time than before, especially if you're just awakening as a spiritual being, or you feel as though your life is moving from a fast-paced, chaotic lifestyle to a slow living based life. You might feel the need to be more in nature, more around plants, with plants, speaking to them, absorbing and basking in their energy. Sign number 4, you might be able to communicate with trees and plants quite naturally through their emotions, by reading their energy, through your intuition, or even through your psychic gifts, telepathic gifts, and even soul level gifts. Sign number 5, that you're a tree or a plant empath, you might have a strong connection to nature to the point that you might make it your career. You might feel a calling to make it your career. So you might have started a small project, or you might have thought of doing something for planet Earth, or you might be into sustainability. In some way, you must be really concerned about where our planet is heading. Sign number 6, that you're a tree or a plant empath, you might naturally know which plant can heal which part of the body for which disease or problem. And that's a true gift. You might be intuitive about it, psychic about it. You might get messages from your tree guardians to use particular leaves, stems, barks, roots, flowers to heal certain parts of the body or the disease or even situation, including relationships, career problems, everything. Sign number 7, that you could be a tree or a plant empath. You might feel as though trees and plants are your friends, like for life, like your BFFs, to the point that if you don't meet them, you start feeling agitated and restless and anxious, or you might feel as though you haven't done something really important on that day, which was to go and meet your tree guardian or tree friend, or you might feel as though without their company, without speaking with them or receiving messages from them, or even being energetically or psychically connected to them, you feel as though you're alone, or you're sort of not full, or you just feel as though you're missing something in life. So it's always helpful to be close to our tree guardians and tree friends. So those were 7 signs about how to recognize whether you're a tree empath and what it is to be a tree empath. Now, you must be wondering, what can you do with this information now that you know that you are a tree empath? And chances are, if you're watching this video, the chances are really high that you are a tree empath and you must be deeply connected to nature, intimately. So what are you going to do next with this information? Are you going to go and hug your tree friend or make a tree friend knowing that trees and plants are very friendly? Or are you going to grow a new plant that you can nurture and build a connection with? Or would you like to go and learn a healing modality that can help you work with plants and trees even more closely and develop your healing psychic gifts or energetic gifts related to trees and plants? What is your next step? Please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know. And also, if you have any particular experience that sort of sprung up for you during this video and you realize, oh my god, this is me, that I am describing you as a person. So make sure you share it in the comment section below so that I can share my experience with you. And you must be wondering, who's this person I'm listening to for so long? 10 minutes, oh my god. Hi, my name is Pranita Rao. I am a former dentist, a published science author, an intuitive abstract artist, an energy worker, and a healer and a coach for highly sensitive people, empaths, psychics, and intuitive abstract artists. Yes, I'm also a painter. And I also give tree Reiki. I channel one of my best friends, my tree guides, who is in spirit. It's not a real tree, but it's a tree Reiki energy. He's my tree spirit guy, basically. He's called Juniper. Shout out to Juniper. Hi, Juniper. Juniper helps me channel Celtic alder trees, Reiki energy, and helps me heal myself and others, the ones who are chosen for him to heal through me. And we have quite a bit of fun doing that. He's quite the golden retriever type of personality. But you can watch the video about Celtic alder tree to know more about Juniper and tree Reiki and Celtic alder tree guides as well. But that's about me, and I hope that if you are on a journey to explore your connection with nature, tree guardians, nature spirits, and your tree guides, I hope that you have gotten some insight today as to how you can work with them and connect with them. And if you're somebody who's interested in receiving tree Reiki or Celtic alder tree Reiki for issues like lack of balance, energetic protection, energetic defense, rejuvenation, a plant massage maybe, please make sure you use the link in my YouTube channel bio to book a paid private coaching session with me. My sessions start at $500 per hour and I take clients globally. So I hope to see you soon, and if you wish to, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel and stay connected. Bye.